Hello, viewers. Once again, you welcome to FTGFx podcast. And what we basically do is that we invite experienced people who are in this trading space, financial markets trading space, and we have genuine conversations with them for them to share with us some of the challenges, some of the good times, the bad times, their motivation, what even piqued their interest to get into this space. So today I have one of the finest on the African continent, and her name is Rania. Sorry if I'm unable to mention it well, but what I like about her is that I think she's the first lady I've seen her in this space, and it's nice to see that. So first of all, before we even delve more into it, I would want to know why or what motivated you to, to get yourself in this space, and how do other ladies also see you before we now get into, yeah.
Okay. First, thank you for having me today. Such an honor to be
Yes.
with you today. Um, for how it began, eh, believe it or not, it began so early. It began when I was maybe 7 or 8 years. I was
Oh,
passionate about business and trading. My family had their business on household and kids' toys. So I was in business and trading from very young. And I had this passion about business and training and have my own business. So I remember that I started my first business when I was maybe 8 years old. I saved some money, then I
really?
tried. Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
this
It's
this
a
sounds like
Spanish. It's a
this
passion.
this this sounds like a like a story to have a business running at 8.
Yeah,
How?
yeah, yeah.
What was the influence? Like, it's because of your
You
parents?
know,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. It was a passion. I like trading. From my very young time, I was in trading and so on. So I saved some money and I decided to start my own business. And I actually bought some. I remember that it was some balls and toys. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. And start selling it and making profit.
Right.
So after years, I was looking for something to fill this passion, this looking for making profit and own my own business. So one day I was browsing the internet and in one of the forums, I found this ad. It's about Forex and the trading and making money online. So it grabbed my attention. Maybe
Yeah.
it's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I started to looking what is Forex, what is trading online and so on.
Okay.
And it brought me to one of the biggest forums on Middle East in this time
Okay.
and I joined there. And as you mentioned, I was the only woman there in this
Wow.
time. I was young. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that they were all men. I was the only woman there and young
Yeah.
also. And I started to enter the discussions and learn from them and trade with them. And
Okay.
it started from there. And after years, I worked in this forum and I was moderating it and then the website manager of the portal and the forum overall.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice. That's
yeah.
that's a beautiful story. Because
Thank
most
you.
of the time, most of us or most of the people I've interviewed or have conversations with, they got that or they found that out maybe after they had completed secondary school, or maybe looking for opportunities, and then they just bump into online trading. But yours is like from childhood, you had a passion for
Yeah,
business. And in
yeah.
business, you need to do some buy and sell somewhere, and then that's got you into this space. So
Yeah.
how do your, let's say, okay, how do your colleague ladies see you, and how do the guys or the men also see you?
At first, it was strange to have women in this field. Yeah, it's known as a men field until
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 75% of men, yeah, are mostly men, and 25% are women, and so on. Maybe in recent years, I started to notice that in Middle East, especially, there was many women stepping into this field and
Okay.
started to feel more familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the reason why the few women in there, you know that when it comes to trading, when you trade with emotions, there are chances you might end up losing money. And
Right.
well, generally, it's believed that women are a bit emotional as compared to men. So then it's believed that okay, then women might feel more emotionally attached to their trades, that they might not even close their stop losses and all of that. So yes, it's sometimes
Mm.
understandable, but then it's still a space that accommodates all genders, and we need to push that more. And you being part of the
Right.
people or the pioneers, I think you would be seen as a legend in the future when you keep pushing to that level, right? So like we keep saying, so now I have gotten to understand how you entered in this space. What have been your worst moments when you started trading yourself, or
Yeah.
like when you started trading? We want to get into that. How did it happen? Did you start with a demo account? Did you start with a real account? Did you start, how much did you start with? Did you lose? Did you make profit? But we want to know the losing part so that we end with the profit part.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course I lose. يعني losing it's a part of the game. You have to, we all know this, but losing it's part of the game. I remember that I blown my first account, my very first account. I blown it in
Okay.
actually I think 1 month.
One
Okay,
month.
and yeah,
You have tried.
beginners,
Like you've
yeah,
tried
yeah,
because 1 month is for most of the people, like most of traders, me myself, in a day or two. 1 month is like too
yeah,
much. That's like you've really
yeah.
done well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because I started at demo at first, but it didn't took me long on demo to be honest. As beginners, we always looking for, this adrenaline. You want to join the market, you want to make profit and so on. So it was a quick process on demos, and I started live, and I've blown my account quickly, as
Okay.
expected, of course.
How much was
Then
that?
I
How much
I remember it was 1,000, I think 1K,
USD?
1,000. Yeah, yeah, USD.
How did you
Uh,
feel?
it, very down, and I remember that in this time I was thinking about quitting, and one of my yeah, it's not my type, and I can't do this anymore. But one of my friends actually he take credit for bringing me back. He was
Okay.
talking with me. He tried to guide me what to do next, and you have to try more and so on. And here we are. Now I'm mentor and, and certified analyst.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in
Uh,
blowing the first account, if you look
mhm.
back based on your experience now, what do you think was the main reason why you ended up blowing the account? What do you think was a cause?
um, many reasons, but so let me summarize this in two.
Yeah.
I always remember them. The first one, and I think many new traders will agree with me on this. It's they say trading strategy hopping, jumping from strategy to another, looking for the holy grail, looking for the
Yes.
strategy that will not lose. You try this strategy, it didn't work, so you ditch it and jump to the next. I think this is one of the most challenges or one of the most mistakes new
Okay.
traders always do.
Okay.
I want to say now there is no holy grail in FX. There is
Okay.
no strategy that don't lose. Losing it's a part of the game. You have to think like this. Losing is
Okay.
a very healthy thing and
Yes.
it's part of the game. You have to deal with it, but you have to learn more about your style, how
Okay.
you approach market, how your psychology, what match your personality more. Some people uh, like trading, scalping, and trading many trades, and it's working with them
Yeah.
perfectly. Some others maybe it doesn't suit them, so they can try another approach. So
Yeah.
the main challenge with me was hopping from strategy to another. I
Yeah.
learned to make my framework. I made the rule for myself to test the strategy for at least 100 trades. I have to complete
Okay.
this, then
Okay.
analyze my results, and if it didn't work, I will move to another strategy. But I have to stick and give this strategy time,
Okay.
study weakness, strengths, and how it deal with market move.
Yeah.
Then if the result was not good or not as expected, it's okay to move to another one. But you have to stick for a while and to learn your strategy better.
Yeah. And it makes sense. And I think the problem here has got to do with the trader or the newbie being patient enough to stay for 100 days, like you're saying. Because,
Yes,
like you
I
rightly said,
learned this in hard way.
okay. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. It's not easy because you want the money, you feel like a lot is happening in the market. Every tick is money, so why are you wasting time? But we tend to forget that the market has been there, it is there, and it will forever be there. So we need to just
Yes.
take it easy and then see how best we can make some money from there. So what caused the change in you? Is it the mind change to now start doing the right thing? Is it because of the $1,000 you lost? Or is it because you had to educate yourself more? Or is it because of what really triggered you to have the mind change?
Um, Many things actually. I had to learn a lot. I like research, and as a person, yeah, I like research and reading a lot. So I learned the hard way that learning and educating yourself on this field, especially, it's a very crucial part of success.
Yeah.
So I started reading more, started my own plan to study and get a certificate in technical analysis. In the first, I did this to learn more and to learn the academic way
Okay.
of technical analysis. And of course, trading, and also I learned the hard way how to manage my emotions,
Mhm.
dread, fear of losing opportunities, and so on. These parts of the trading process, you have to learn to how to manage it. So
Yeah.
it's a crucial part for success.
Yes. So basically, if I get you well, it's about education. So you had to now educate yourself more, basically, to now equip yourself with all the knowledge that you need to move on. Okay,
Precisely.
so we want to know, like, how about the good times? Okay, because like you lost $1,000, you felt like you had to give up and all of that. What were the good times? Like good times where maybe you made some profits or you started making money that you felt like, oh, this is like indeed this is the right thing for me. We want to know that
Mhm.
part too. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. The good time, of course, came after, and after this, of course, after blowing the first account, I had to stick to demo for a while
Okay.
to to make my solid plan, to learn more and so on. And then I started with a small capital. I think it
Okay.
was 500 or so on, and
Okay.
started work gradually from there. And I lost some time. And to be honest, I didn't start to profit right away, but
Yeah.
it came. It came after a
Yes.
while. And I remember after maybe year or two after this time, I started to make real profit from trading
Okay.
after controlling everything. As you
Yeah.
know, the psychology part, it takes time
Yeah.
to manage your feeling, your emotion,
Yeah.
how to act, how to react, how to deal with losses, with opportunities, and so on.
Yeah.
So it came after
Yeah.
1 year, I remember, and
Yeah.
started from there.
That must be nice. That must be nice. Looking at all of this, I know you are an analyst, you educator, you train a lot of people, you work with a brokerage and all of that. Um, we would want to we would want you to share with us some of the things you would like our viewers to be mindful of as an educator. What you think they need to look out for whenever they are trading, and then also an advice from you for us to take from an experienced person like you, and then maybe you can share your social media handles with us so that our viewers can also look out when they need help. They can also reach out. What should our listeners look out for? Because you are an educator, you are an analyst, so you understand
Mhm.
the market better. Okay, so
Yeah.
as an educator training all of these people, what do you think our viewers should look out for whenever they are trading? And then also an advice from you. And then you can share social media handles with us as well.
Okay, sure. Um, think about this. Let me think for a while. Okay. My first advice always to my trainers, people which I train, always don't think only about profit. I know we are here for making profit. It's a business. We are
Yeah.
all looking for making profit, but you have to look the rest of the items or rest of the parts. You don't
Yeah.
focus on something only. The most mistake I always face with people starting trading, they looking for strategy. What is the strategy? How I will join and trade? Let me
Yeah.
know now how to open and close, when and
Yeah.
where. But you have to look for other parts as well. Risk management is a crucial for success in trading. You have to look into this part carefully. Also, managing your emotions. You have to know that the market will always be there. If you
Yeah.
clone your account now, you will not have a chance tomorrow to trade. But if
Right.
you missed this opportunity, it's okay. You will have another day tomorrow. You can trade, you can make profit, but
Yeah.
it ends when your account ends. When your
Yeah.
capital ends, your chances end.
Yeah.
So my advice, you have to take your time. You
Okay.
don't chase markets, you don't chase profits.
Okay.
Deal with the market as a real business.
Right.
Doctors take many years to practice, to study before they became doctors, lawyers as well. Also, we are as a traders, as a successful traders, we have to take our time. We have
Okay.
to study the market very well, study, study our strategies,
Yeah.
make our personality, and
Right.
then we can step and succeed.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. And we are happy to have you here. Actually, you are the first lady we are having conversation with. So this will be
Thank
good
you.
for our female audience. And it's nice to have this conversation with you. We'll come back to you like again because we know you have a lot to share with us. Since this is just the first time, we'll come back again. But before we leave, can you share your social media handle with us so that if somebody wants to reach out, the person can just check you out.
Okay, you can always find me at raniawagdi.com. It's my personal website, and also you can search for my name Rania Wagdi on LinkedIn and also on Instagram, TikTok, and other social media. And I will be happy to answer any question or help anyone.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Right, sure. Bye bye.
Bye.